Yeah! Yeah! Oh, yeah! Yeah! Big yeah! Oh, yeah, folks! How are we doing, folks? Welcome to another live episode of How You Been with Brett DeMott. I, of course, am your fearless and newly officially single leader, Brett DeMott. That's right, folks. We're screaming it from the hilltops. Are we sad? Absolutely not. Are we alone? Yes. Do we prefer it that way? Absolutely, folks. Because last week I had a realization. BB was an anchor. Yeah, I said it. I said it. You could tell her. You can drive up to Pittsburgh right now, look her dead in her eyes, and you could say, Brett don't need you, BB. Brett don't need you. Brett's happy without you. Because, folks, I don't mean to. This might be insensitive, but I had the best week of my life this week. Absolutely the best week of my life this week. And the only thing that's different is a mindset change. My mindset went from thinking that the only thing I needed in life was a wife to thinking that the only thing that I needed in life is myself. I was unhealthy, folks. Unhealthy obsession with my relationship. And you could thank my therapist, Dudley St. Salmon, from last week for getting me to where I am today. Absolutely clean as a whistle up top here. The brain, folks, the brain is clear. I'm cured. That's right. I was sick before, folks. I'll tell you that. I'll admit it right here. I was sick. Emotionally sick. Obsessed. I hinged all my self-worth on somebody else when in reality, I'm fine. Brett alone is enough. I can look in the mirror today and I can say, you're good enough, you're smart enough, and doggone it, people watch you on Twitch, man. So, I mean, good for me. Really excited for the show today, folks. Got a really exciting guest coming up. My friend Judy Dubois. She runs a store here in town for the adults. Okay? Her store ain't for kids. And I'm excited to have a fellow shop owner in here. Because here's the deal, folks. Things at the pop-up hardware store have been better than last week. Better. I did make a single sale this week. Out of 6 customers who came to the store, 1 sale. And 1 sale is better than 0 sales, folks. So I call it a win. But I ain't been focused on work this week. I've been focused on getting back in touch with the things that I love. Handyman stuff. Fixing shit up around the house. You know, I had a hole in my backyard that was supposed to be a pool. Never had a chance to fill it in. You know what? Still haven't done it, but I got a feeling that it's going to happen. I had a front door blowed off the hinges. Is it fixed? No. But do I feel like a fix is it on the horizon, folks? I got the energy for it. So you damn well bet my plan over the next couple weeks, fix this house up, turn it into the bachelor pad of the century. A lot of people say, Brett, it already kind of looked like a bachelor pad. And I say, a house is not what it looks like. A house is the people who live in it. And if you got a family, you ain't a bachelor. So maybe get a pool table. Maybe get a little pinball. Get a little Street Fighter. All these cool games, huh? How about that? Then, maybe, when the kids come and visit, they'll look around and be like, damn, Dad. Had a hair in my mouth. They'll be like, damn, Dad, this house feels like an arcade or something. And I've always said that all I want to do is live in an arcade for my whole life. So you're damn right. The kids are going to come back home. Eventually. And I do remember their names. Cooper, Rayleigh, and Braylon. Those are the names of my 3 kids that I have and that I love, that I've known for a long time. Don't ask me to repeat them. You heard them once. Rewind the thing and go back and see their names if you need to. All right? Ay. I tell you, it was a rough day today, though, folks. Things out there at the shop. It's tough. Again, it's tough being in the back alley. You know, you run into some unsavory characters. Also, weird little animals. I got, I won't say in a fight, but definitely a standoff with a raccoon today. I was taking out my trash. I got outside. This guy's perched up on top of the dumpster. I'm holding the bag of trash, so already I'm vulnerable. I only got one good hand on me. And this guy has the nerve to hiss at me. And I look like a friendly guy, even the animals. I ain't never met a dog that didn't like me. Dogs love me, and raccoons are just dogs. Same thing. And so I'm sitting there standing by myself, holding the bag of trash, looking at this raccoon. Raccoon's sitting there up on its back legs. Looks like it's trying to box me or something. And I'm flipping the frick out because, I mean, what am I supposed to do? I can't fucking beat up a raccoon. That would be wrong. Imagine walking by an alleyway and you see a man who looks like me absolutely beating the shit out of a little raccoon. And I say little because I'm pretty sure that this was a child raccoon. But it was still scary. And so I'm sitting there, I'm frozen. Who knows? What am I supposed to do? This thing's going to bite me? I'm going to turn into a little raccoon man like Spider-Man or something? I don't know what happens. Get rabies? Shoot, I mean, maybe getting rabies is a good beat in my story as a human being. But so I'm standing out there for 45 minutes. This raccoon is not backing down, and I'm sitting there trying everything. Looking big, trying to look bigger, trying to look small, doing these, going, ha, hey. I don't know what sounds the raccoons are scared of. And so finally, I'm just like, all right, whatever. I'll go back inside. So I bring my trash back inside. And this trash bag's overflowing. It's already a little stinky. I had Chinese food for lunch, and I had left it out room temp. So it had a little bit of a pungent aroma. And I had no idea what to do. I'm going to leave for the day. Raccoon's still back there. So anyway, I got trash in my fucking pop-up shop that I ain't thrown away, and I got no idea what to do with it. If anybody knows how to handle raccoons, please stop by the shop, pick up my trash, and throw it away from me, because I got no fucking idea what to do. But we're gonna, honestly, it's a good thing that Judy's on the show today. As a business owner, I think she'll probably have some good advice for me in terms of how to drum up business. That's exciting. But we're gonna do like we normally do, and we're gonna jump into the old mailbag here and answer some questions from the folks. If you got a question for me, Brett the Mott, hit me up at howyoubenshow@gmail.com. I swear to God, folks, I read them all, and I will read it on the air. As long as it don't got nothing weird in it. That's the one rule that we have established. This Adam comes from Adam. Hey, Brett, how you doing? When it comes to French fries, if you need to add them to something, do you prefer sandwich or salad? Drop a word. What the fuck is this question? When it comes to French fries, if you need to add them to something, do you prefer sandwich or salad? So hang on a second, Adam. You're trying to tell me you go to a restaurant and you order a salad and I'm confused here. You order a salad with a side of fries? That's a thing that you do? I didn't mean to pass judgment at him, but that's fucking weird. I understand. You get the sandwich and you choose between the fries and the salad. You don't order the fries and then choose between a sandwich and a salad. I mean, I guess if I'm going to add French fries to something, I'm going to add it to a sandwich. But am I adding it to the sandwich? Am I putting it on there? Because if we're putting the French fries on whatever we're talking about, I'm not going to put potatoes on a salad. Listen, I know people around here love to put potatoes on whatever, all right? I know they put potatoes in their sandwiches, okay? But that ain't for me. Call me what you want. You can call me any name you want, but that ain't for me. So no offense, Adam, but I'm offended by the question. Sorry. Let me see. We'll do one more quick question, and then we'll get Judy on the line. Here we go. Let's see. Who is this? Rapid fire question. Okay, this is rapid fire questions. We ain't gonna do these. We're gonna save those for next time. We'll do this long rapid fire questions. This one comes from Tony. Says, "Hey Brett, how you been? See what I did there? I did. It's Tony from down the street. I had a quick hardware question. What's your favorite type of plunger? On a side note, I noticed BB changed her Facebook relationship status to single. Tony. God bless Tony." Yeah, Tony. Go ahead, ask her out. Good freaking luck. She's still up in Pittsburgh. She's looking for a guy with a boat. And I know you ain't got a boat, Tony. You ain't got a car. So there ain't no way that you got a boat. But hey, shoot your freaking shot, Tony. Shoot it. Shoot the shot. And I'll tell you now, you're going to get fucking tore to pieces. Have I said fuck a lot on this episode? I think I have. Sorry to anybody who's offended. But that's who I am now, folks. I say fuck. I say fuck constantly. That's my new thing. But yeah, folks. Very excited for my guest. As I said, Judy Dubois. She owns a shop here in town with adult items, you could call them. So I'm going to go to break, and I'm going to bring Judy on and introduce her to you guys, because I tell you what, she's a real treat. So stick around through the break. It should be pretty short, and I will be right back with Judy. So hang tight. Oh, folks, thank you so much for sticking it out through the break. Quick one, another quick one today. I'm getting good at this shit. You know, I'm new to the whole online streaming thing, but goddamn, don't I do a good job at it. I told you folks before, I'm really excited for my guest today. She's a fellow business owner here in town. And I neglected to tell you the name of her store, which is arguably the most fun thing that I could have said about her without giving too much away. It's one of the funnest stores you could go into in this whole town. It's called Judy's Nudies. And folks, let me introduce you to none other than my friend, Judy Dubois. Judy! How you doing, Judes?
Brett!
How are you?
I'm feeling good. How are you doing, Brett?
Oh, Judy, I tell you what, I don't know if words traveled around town, but I'm doing pretty good. BB, my wife, you know BB, she just
Yep.
officially threw the ring back at me and said she don't want to be together no more. But hey, Judy, I'm choosing to look at it as a rebirth. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I noticed you weren't in my store this week, so I thought something was up. He's either way up or way down. It's one or the other.
And I'll tell you this, Judy, I was up this week, you know?
Oh.
Judy, of course, Judy's Nudies, the premier adult novelty store. What would you call it, Judy? Novelty store, adult bookstore. You kind of do it all, huh?
We are an adult bookstore, but I think everybody knows what we're doing in there. We are the number one purveyor of, porn parodies. We've got erotic gifts, lubes, and boobs. And of course, on your way out, you grab an Abba Zaba. You have to register. You thought, okay, I know exactly what I'm doing for the next hour and 45 minutes. And afterwards, I'm going to need a little energy. So we've got a whole display of candy. We've got, vintage candies, old fashioned candies. And that's actually where most of the money is coming.
I know. I was going to say, Judy, I think this is why I find you such a wonderful, incredibly interesting business owner. You are. It is an adult store where you sell pornography. You actually have. You are, as you said, one of the best purveyors of porn parody films one can find. But what you are more known for is your candy display.
Yeah, and it's just a kick in the pants because you can't come in if you're under 18.
Yeah.
So we really stepped in it there.
And now that's interesting because what sort of ended up happening is you kind of have a shoulder tapping situation where you got kids outside shoulder tapping not to get pornography, to get candy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's it's like this sort of rite of passage. Once you turn 18, you can go into Judy's Nudies and buy blow pops for freshmen. It's this whole thing. People can't wait to turn 18 to come into my store to buy candy. But
right.
we've got pornography. I don't want to get it twisted. You've got your favorites in there.
Oh, hey, come on. Don't reveal too much about me, Judy. Judy probably knows me better than a lot of folks.
I know this whole town better than a lot of folks, okay? I know Dee Dee better than you think. I know you better than you think, but, it's not my job to tell you.
That's what I love about you, Judy, is that you're an iron trap. You're an iron trap. You're like a bear trap. If something gets caught in you, you're not going to gossip. You're the opposite of a gossip. You shut down gossip, in fact.
That's right. If I hear someone talking gossip, I use both my hands and shut their mouths for them, and not up and down the way a mouth parts, side to side like a trap.
You push so hard that they can't open their mouth because they're getting so much lateral pressure.
That's right. I don't push their lips down together. I push the corners to. You shush. No gossip around Judy Dubois.
Yeah. And now you have of course been charged with assault on multiple occasions, but you've been sort of let off because you have a airtight defense, but I'll say it's because you know what types of weird pornography that all the judges watch.
I've still got a DOS that goes back. I know what everyone's father's favorite pornography was. I know what everyone's grandmother's favorite pornography was. So you don't have to worry about anything happening to old Judy Dubois, okay?
Yeah.
I mean well,
Yeah, of course.
I'm not trying to... Yeah, but it's hard to pin me down. Let's just say that. Let's just say that.
Yeah. Are you okay? It feels like you are constantly on the verge of like one of those like sort of acid reflux burps where like your chest is on fire and you're about to burp and it's gonna hurt and you're trying not to burp. Are you okay?
That is so astute of you to say, Brett. And I got to say, this has got to be from us both being salespeople. We know people.
We watch each other and we know what their deals are.
Yeah, the store's not doing so well. I got a big supply of a bunch of new toys in. I got some new dildos in that no one's bought a single one.
Hey, hold on. Hang on, Judy. Hold that up again. That's a hammer. That's
Well,
why.
I know it looks like a hammer, Brett. Okay, you would know. You would know. No. This is it's ridged. It's a dildo. It's for women to use. You wouldn't recognize, but it's for women to use to stimulate themselves anally as well.
Oh, okay. And what does the pointy part do? Because that feels dangerous.
In case you get something stuck. You always need. It's very important when doing any kind of sexual play to have a safety net.
Oh, okay. So that the if you need to like take a second to like drink some water or something, you absolutely can.
It's stress. It's
Or
stress,
take a whatever they call what's the medicine that makes your heart go
Pepto.
Pepto or whatever.
Yeah.
No? You're okay?
I've been chugging them. I'm all right.
So okay, so you do understand though that the thing that you're holding looks like a hammer. Is it supposed to be a novelty thing where it's like?
Well, it's like a construction worker fantasy kind of a situation.
Oh, okay.
But it's definitely not a hammer. Trust me, I bought 2,000 units of these, and I'm really banking a lot. I'm really hoping they come through.
Hang on, wait a second. Where did you get those 2,000 units? Because I was doing my shift down at the hardware store, and we were looking to restock, and they were sold out at every single one of our suppliers.
Oh, I got my guy doing the ordering, but I think it was a place called Osh.
Osh.
Yeah,
Oh.
Osh. Like that's like a sexy sounding kind of like
No,
Oosh.
I'm pretty sure Osh is Orchard Supply and Hardware. Is the
No, because we've got a whole lot of we've got boxes and boxes of the whole new line.
Okay, well let's see another one. Okay. And what is this tool?
You gonna tell me this doesn't get you excited in your pants, Brett?
Well, it
You're
does.
gonna come in and pick up one of these?
See, it does make me excited, Judy, but it makes sense.
And you're gonna be on your way, Brett. Your way.
Well, what does this do? Because to me, can I tell you what it looks like to me? It looks like one of those little single-use wrenches that comes with IKEA furniture or furniture from like a mail order business.
No, that's very sweet. You're a heterosexual man. You're not gay, so you wouldn't
True.
know. But this is for two very small penis boyfriends. It's a his and his pleasure.
What do you do
you
with
don't
it?
have to be embarrassed about it. It's okay. It's not for you to use. But you want other people that find pleasure. So,
But what do you do with it?
Each fella puts his dinky in. And then they swivel their hips. That's not the sound of the penises. That's the sound of the bed rocking and rolling. And you know what they're doing? Is they're thinking, thank you, Judy. Judy, you're here with us in spirit as we're getting our rocks off in this room.
Okay.
Thank you, Judy.
So you think people who are actively having sexually stimulating activities going on aren't thinking about that feeling. They are thinking about thanking the woman who sold them their toy.
Oh, Brett, you want to tell me you never think of yourself being inserted in people's lives when they're using stuff they bought from your store?
Oh, well, I mean, I do in the sense that I walk them through how to do the like if they're buying nails because they need to fix their kid's tree house. Then I do kind of walk them through it, and I guess there is a little bit of role play if we're gonna use sexual terms, but I don't think that I'm sitting there thinking, you know what, when this person gets home and uses this level, they're going to be thinking about one person, and that's Brett the Mott.
I think you should start. Isn't that beautiful? Next time you pass by a 2-story single-family home on one of your walks, think to yourself, they're sitting at a table and they're eating dinner, and who is the reason why that table isn't wobbling all over the place? It's you.
It's me.
You, Brett. And as they say their prayers to Jesus and as they break their crescent rolls, they're thinking to themselves, bless you, Jesus, bless you, Pillsbury, and bless you, Brett DeMott. That's what they're thinking to themselves, and you got to believe that.
Wait, when you say grace or say a blessing, do you thank every brand name that made the food that you're eating?
I'm grateful. Yes, I'm grateful that I can afford Pillsbury.
So on Thanksgiving, which is coming up just a couple days.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of different dishes. Are you sitting there thinking, I thank you, Green Giant, for the Brussels sprouts. Thank you, Stovers, for the stuffing. Thank you, Butterball, for the turkey. Thank you,
Have you seen my shopping
Welch's.
list or what?
I mean, these are the classic brands. If you're not getting these brands, you can do Thanksgiving somewhere else because you ain't doing it right, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't, it's not like I'm like a slave to capitalism so much as, these are the people, there's people at these companies who sold and worked hard the same way you and I are working at our businesses all day.
Now you're speaking my language, Judy, because my viewers know that I'm very conscious of the work that other people are putting in. Tipping at restaurants, thanking people for doing stuff for me. I'm thinking about the people that put in their work. So here's the compromise we will arrive at for me to be think that this is okay. If you're thinking about the people who put in work to make the thing possible, I'm all there. I'm all there with you. I'm all there with you, Judy.
You know what? And that's a perfect thing to segue the last product. I'm definitely thinking about the people who made this one, and so will you and your partner.
And so that's
sexual encounter. Sexual encounter coming.
What do you think that thing does?
What do I think? What do I think? This is very obviously a clitoris stimulator. It's what do I think? It's okay. You don't have the same parts as me. It's okay if you don't know what this is.
That stimulates a woman's clitoris. Because I'll tell you
what is a little strip that is a highway to heaven, Brett. And I recommend when you're ready to start dating again, you have one of these in your nightstand ready to go, because you don't have to worry about finding the clit. You get a big old surface area and you're not going to miss. You're going to find the clit.
Judy.
Using the sonar technology. You're never going to lose a clit again, Brett. Let me tell you.
Judy, rub that strip and tell me what it feels like. Just describe the sensation.
It feels like a pool table.
Okay. Because it looked to me like one half
like
of
velvet.
Okay.
Velvet.
I was worried that
it like a man's silky pubic hair after he's conditioned it.
Okay. Ooh. I was honestly worried that what I was looking at was the hook side of hook and loop sort of Velcro, which to me doesn't sound like something that would feel good getting rubbed on any sort of erogenous zone.
No, very scratchy. This is definitely like a rich man's pool table that he wouldn't allow you to set a drink on. This is the good stuff.
Okay, well, because what I'll tell you what I'm not to rag on your racket here or anything, Judy, but I think what you've done is you've ordered a bunch of hardware, and now you're peddling it as sexual pleasure devices. And that might be why the candy is the number one seller, is all I'm saying.
That's very sweet of you, but I think you're kind of maybe a little too deep inside of your own business. You probably look at a turkey and see ball bearings, and you look at a woman and you see a broom and a dustbin and a leaf blower.
No, okay. That implies some sort of I don't see a broom and a dustpan when I look at ladies, Judy. I don't. I see their face and I see the way that they treat me. Those are the two things that I see when I look at a woman, okay?
Okay. I didn't mean to imply anything. I don't want to fight with you, Brett, but I do really think, you know what? Just for having me on your show and letting me plug all my amazing products, I'm going to go ahead and send you one of these for free. And the next special lady in your life is definitely going to be enjoying herself. Let's just say that.
Judy, I'm pretty sure that the thing that you're holding is just a stud finder, which there is.
Well, I found one right there. There he is.
I was going to try to get in front of the pun to keep it from happening, but I wasn't fast enough.
No, sweetie, no. Never.
I mean, look, I get it. We're all trying to do our best. And these products, look, it sounds like the pitch honestly wasn't too bad. I'll tell you, I've never put anything in my butt, but I think that the hammer-looking sex toy looks like it would be a lot of fun for some people.
Oh, well, this is the anal.
Oh, Jesus.
Look at these ridges for pleasure.
Okay.
And then, of course, safety measure. Always got to have a way to find an exit, let's just say. I'll throw this in. With the clitoris stimulator. No
Wait,
problem.
I'm sorry. Are you trying to sell all these to me? Is that what?
I'm giving it to you as a gift. You know,
Oh, okay.
you let me come on here and talk about it and
Okay.
you know, help my business. I'm going to give it to you as a gift. Come on, friend to friend. Sorry, I cut you off. You were just about to say you're going to put this in your butt.
I wasn't gonna say that, but listen, I'll tell you this: in the heat of the moment, if I'm with a lady and her hands go somewhere that I ain't expecting them to go, as long as I'll be honest, she could touch it, but please don't put a screwdriver in there. Is all I'll say. That's the one rule if you're with Demott, don't put a screwdriver in his butthole.
And that's totally fair. Communication is so big. Good for you, Brett. This is really huge. I love hearing you talk so openly about this.
Yeah, you know, and now it's public. So this is public record. So anybody out there who's looking to date, listen, if we go out and things get hot and heavy, if the hands go somewhere that I ain't expecting, as long as there ain't a screwdriver in there, go nuts. Is what I'll say.
All right, ladies, you hear that? Leave your screwdrivers in the toolbox, but come to Judy's Nudies to pick up a sweet ribbed anal stimulator and beg Brett for a date. Oh, I can't wait to see all these flying at your face. It's going to be so fun. Oh, you call me when the first lady successfully crams one of these in your crack. You're going to be
I definitely
thrilled.
will. Judy, you're going to be the first person I call. You'll be the first person if I call if I run into a circumstance where this happens. Have you sold? How many of these have you sold? All these products, or what are we
they're not
at?
moving too good. They're not moving too good, which is a little frustrating. A lot of people walk in and say, "Huh, I'm not in Brett's store," and it's honestly annoying. I'm sick of it. But you know, I'm still doing pretty good on the rentals
and the candy. And
it's
funny. I was gonna say this a long time ago, but we got onto the toys stuff, and that was more fun. But I was just gonna say this kind of reminds me of. Have you seen the documentary on Netflix about Circus of Books in Los Angeles?
Yeah.
This kind of reminds me of a situation like the lady and the man from that movie, where they got into the porn selling business by accident. They didn't even mean to. And it sounds like to me you're kind of like the porn is like the icing on the cake, and the candy is really where it's at.
Oh, well, my favorite movie was Willy Wonka. You know, growing up, I always wanted to be a candy woman, of course, but you know, how do you compete with the 7-Eleven? How do you compete, with the big candy bullies out there?
Yeah, who ain't gotta be 18 plus to sell to you?
Oh, you're
That's
telling
the tough
me.
part. Yeah.
Yeah, the porn kind of, I inherited a bunch of vintage magazines from my grandparents, and I love that documentary. You know, I was really inspired by them.
Too.
Except when transient teenagers come my way, I kick them right to the curb. Let me tell you that.
Yeah, the family famously is very welcoming, and their employees are often people who are in struggling situations. You are the opposite. Your employees all have to already have money invested in a 401k and own property.
Yeah, and I need to speak with their financial advisor before they're allowed to even apply. But power to it. Power to those nice old folks. That nice, Jewish family out there in Los Angeles. Good for them.
They
It's
honestly
not-
seem
I'm
like
running a
they seem like some of the kindest, the sweetest people. I'd highly recommend that documentary, folks. Real recommendation from Brett DeMott right now. If you haven't watched that documentary, you should. It's a nice little story about a family trying to get by and doing work to fight censorship and stuff. Honestly, it's a fascinating story.
Quiet heroes.
Yeah.
I would pile it under that category.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Judy, you said business isn't too good. So what else is going on these days with you? Because I know you put a lot into the business. Is it the kind of thing where you ain't got much going on outside of there, or is there something else going on that is sort of occupying your time as well?
That's exactly it. I'm in the storeroom at all times. I came home the other day and my kids had found a hamster in my house. They were screaming. It was in a ball, running around in that thing. Did he put himself in there? Did he roll in from another house? We didn't have a hamster.
I was gonna say the hamster wasn't a pet that got out. It was a pet that got in.
That's right.
And
That hamster.
did you do like flyers or something? Did you find the owner? Because a hamster in a ball. I'll tell you this: the hamster didn't get in a ball by themselves.
That's
Judy.
what I'm saying. Unless he's some kind of genius hamster, and then he's welcome to stay if he's gonna, invest in a 401k and earn his own keep. He's welcome to join the family. But something's telling me no. So, we went around the neighborhood. My kids wouldn't stop using them as a soccer ball. It was just, it's stressful. It's been stressful. It's been hard.
Your kids kick this hamster around in a ball, play soccer?
How do you explain to a 17-year-old kid the difference between a ball and a hamster ball?
I think you just say the words to them, Judy. Your kids are 17. They're old enough to know the difference. Listen.
Oh, they miss me, Brett. I don't want to be the authoritarian when I finally come home from work. You know what I'm talking about.
No, I hear you. I always struggle with the two roles, the sort of Brett in the world and the Brett at home thing. So I understand it. And here's just a quick question for you. Obviously, if these kids are kicking around a soccer ball with a hamster, they're not afraid of rodents, small animals?
No.
All right. Can you have your kids come out to my pop-up store that's in the alley in town? There's a raccoon that wouldn't let me throw my trash away today.
Yeah, they'll curb stomp the shit out of that raccoon. You won't have a raccoon problem anymore.
Jesus.
That's a big rodent. I don't know if we're classifying raccoon as a rodent.
I was gonna say if you could classify a raccoon as a rodent, you'd probably call a dog a rodent.
You called it a dog. You called it a dog earlier, Brett. I was listening.
Oh. So it's dog-sized? Yeah, it was dog-sized.
You called it a dog.
Sorry, I'm the one who said
really I'm downgrading it to a rodent. I'm not saying my children will not beat the shit and tear it apart. They will if given the go-ahead. Are you kidding? They are any moment about to tear apart any kind of small animal. The fact that they're not doing it is a miracle for me as a mother. If I ask them to do it, it's like Christmas. Of course. You don't have a problem anymore. Let's consider it that. And you know what? I can even send my kids over with which ones did you want? Oh yeah, you wanted the anal stimulator and the clitoris rubber. I'll send the kids over. They'll hand it over to you. And then they'll kill the raccoon for me? Yeah. Oh, you don't have to be scared anymore, Brett. It's
a little freaky, one time, this is the true story, Judy. I was asleep in my bed, and I heard a sound on the roof that I could only describe as Jason Voorhees walking around. And I was absolutely terrified. I thought somebody was living in my attic. I freaked out. I called multiple people being like, hey, I think there's somebody living in the attic. I had a cop come out, opened a little hatch in the attic. He looks in there. There's a raccoon's nest in there.
Oh.
And the cop says to me, oh, yeah, as if this is information everybody knows. Cop says to me, oh, yeah, a lot of people mistake the sounds of raccoons walking around on their roof for people walking around on their roof because their gait is so slow.
The specificity is what's so scary.
I know. It freaked me out. And now I just assume now, I'll tell you this now, a human being could be living in my upstairs, and I just go about my day because I think it was a raccoon now. This guy ruined it.
Write it off. Yeah, I am like 90% nightmare, 10% good dreams. Oh. That's pretty much my rate. Oh,
that's a tough ratio.
Thank you.
Sorry to hear that.
And it's a weird thing where all of my nightmares, when I'm being chased, it's always slow. It's always so slow. And I would argue that is scarier.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Because here's the thing. You know what makes Jason so scary? He walks so slow, and yet he still kills people.
It's just always
inevitable.
There.
He's inevitable.
Calm. He's collected. Yeah. He is not tiring out. I can walk for like 9 hours and probably feel fine. I can run for maybe 11 minutes before I'm collapsed on the ground.
Oh, Judy, I'm telling you now, 11 minutes? I'll give you the fucking gold medal because I think if Brett DeMott takes off running right now, he's not getting out the front door. That's all I'm saying.
You're not making it down the hallway?
And I can almost touch my front door from where I'm sitting right now.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. It's right now. Hey, folks, I'm touching my front door right now. Yeah.
Brett, That's not good. I said I don't judge, but this doesn't feel like a judgment. This just feels like a friend.
Oh, I hear you. I hear you. It's
Oh,
tough.
that's rough.
And a lot of and listen, a lot of the reason is that with the whole lockdown to COVID and everything,
Oh,
like the opportunities to exercise sort of went out of the way, and so now it's like if I try to exercise now, I ain't exercised in months, so it's like it feels like I ain't exercised ever.
yeah. I realized after a while I had a nice big butt before quarantine, and that kind of just migrated, and I now have a butt in my front. My ass is flat, but I've got a big old butt, two distinct tufts
Tough.
that are right there on the front. Like cheeks, like
Yeah. Yeah.
there's no hole.
I'll
The
tell you-
hole is where it was.
I want to go ahead and tell you right now, Judy. Talking about butts on the show is a little bit of a trigger for me, because it's let's just say the reason BB left me is because I accidentally didn't compliment her butt. Let's just say that thing that actually happened is what just happened.
I'm so sorry. Well,
it's
you
a
know
little
what
bit
does compliment butts? And this one's yours. This is Brett DeMott's. Got your name on it.
I'll tell you this. You can give it to me, but I think it'll probably just collect dust on her shelf until somebody comes through and pushes the boundary. That's what we'll say.
If let it in your house and then let the possibilities mount, let yourself blossom just even in potential, Brett. It's so exciting to think about. And you're going to be able to thank Zircon at your next Thanksgiving meal because, you'll have just used it, set it down on the table.
Man, nothing sounds more like a sex toy brand than Zircon.
Right?
It's just like you got what are other sex toy brands? Fleshlight, Adam and Eve, and then Zircon fits right in perfect.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Are there any brand names on the other items, or are those all just generics?
That's what I was looking for. This one, this is a China. Oh, this is a Barbara. It's not. I don't think it's the name Barbara. I think it's a Barbara.
Barbara sounds like a sex toy name for me, for sure.
Yeah, I mean it is. So yeah. These guys I think were special made for my store because they don't say nothing on them.
Yeah. Okay.
Then we got the Zircon, and then this must have also been a custom because it literally made in. Where do you think?
I'll say made in Mexico.
Well, this baby wants to go home because Brett DeMott was made in the USA, and so was his butt stimulator.
All right, good. Hey, USA made butt stimulators, folks. That's what you can get at Judy Dubois' store, Judy's Nudies.
Judy's Nudies.
It's funny that that's the name because it implies to me that you actually like sell nude photos.
Well, we do have the booths in the back where people can watch nudie flicks.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got all the magazines, Penthouse,
Right.
Playboy, Playmate.
Right. All of them.
All of them. That's it.
And there is Penthouse, Playboy, and Playmate.
Yeah,
Playmate
it's like just ripped out pages from a Playboy magazine that we sell loose leaf.
It's just individual Playmates.
We put a 3-hole punch in it, sell them loose leaf, and people can make their own binders. It's like building your own nudie.
And I'll tell you, Judy, this is off topic, but hearing you say loose leaf like that made me really think about the word loose leaf. Why do we call loose leaf paper loose leaf?
Well, it's loose from maybe like okay. So a book is made out of a tree.
True.
And this is just one part detached, flying free and loose. So this is just a loose leaf.
This was a tree. It's just a loose leaf. That's interesting. You know what? I choose to believe that that's the truth.
You don't have a better pitch?
I'm not even going to try. Because I think that was perfect. Well, Judy, listen, it was honestly a delight having you on the show today. I hope with all the hopes that things sort of keep working out for you in some form or fashion. I hope you can move some of these tools, or sexual tools.
Yes.
And I'll tell you this: if you do need to offload a few, the hardware store will for sure buy them off of you, because we are also running low on screwdrivers, hammers, and stud finders.
Well, you better go to Home Depot or something, because you're not going to find them at my store. And I will say, if you bought these for me, it'd be a pretty inappropriate gift for your coworkers and your employees. But these are coming for you. These are coming for you when we're going to come and smash the Raccoon.
Okay, great. Well, Judy, it was so nice chatting with you, and I again hope everything works out for you. And I hope that we get to chat again soon sometime, because it was a real delight chatting with you and seeing all these. And you've got multiples of the little penis guys.
Oh, yeah, we've got boxes and boxes. There's a lot of gay couples with tiny little wieners in town, so this is going to be the hot cakes.
I'll tell you now, I could never use that thing because my penis is too big, so I can never use it. I definitely could never use it when my penis wouldn't fit in there. So
you just said
fine.
little.
I was.
Look,
it's because it was
sealed, Brett. My lips are sealed. You don't have to worry about me saying anything.
Okay. All right, Judy. Well, it was a real pleasure talking to you, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. And we'll talk to you again real soon.
You too. You're so sweet.
Thanks so much, Judy. Take it easy.
Bye-bye. Judy's nudie.
Oh, folks, there she was, Judy Dubois from Judy's Nudies downtown here. I didn't have the heart to tell her, but I'm pretty positive that all those things were tools. I'm going to take the gifts that she gives me, and I'm going to sell them at my pop-up shop. That's just the way it is. I'll tell you this, she cut herself off. She hung up before I did, and stopped talking mid-thing. I didn't cut her off. But folks, thank you all so much, so much for tuning in today. It's a real delight for me every day when I get on here on Tuesday nights and I click the start stream button and that viewer count goes up. Love seeing so many folks here having a nice time watching the show. As Judy said, the business ain't so good. She's just selling candy. So I would love to be able to send her a little gift to thank her for coming on the show. And maybe pay her for the sex toys that she's sending to me. So if you could, I'd be forever in your debt if you could click the little donation button down below, or type !donate into the chat to shoot a couple bucks my way, and all that money will be going to Judy to pay her for her appearance and for the lovely gifts that she got. We already had a few donations. We had also a bunch of bits. Thank you to everybody. Let's see who we get. We got Engstro with some bits. We got Patterson Music with some bits. 420 Nathan 69 with a few bits. And then we got a couple donations. An anonymous donation. Cool Hand Cam hit us with a donation as well. Appreciate all that, guys. Also had a gifted sub as well from Step On Me, Heron. Step On Me, her on? I don't know. I ain't never read it before. That's the first time that I've ever read it. Yeah, I had a donation from Bob Newhart and Skinny as well. Folks, it's such a delight. I'm really excited for next week's show. As I said, this week couldn't have gone better. And I only expect things to go up from here. It's going to be a steady incline for Brett DeMott, folks. Things ain't going to ever get no worse. They're only going to get better. And next week, I got a hell of a guest, folks. If you want to know who's going to be on the show next week, you should hit this stream on Friday night when John gets on the stream. I've heard tell that this guy is gonna stream the Addams Family Values movie on Friday and do a watch along because it's a Thanksgiving movie. He thought that was clever or something. So if you're interested in doing that, come back here Friday night. You can access that movie online. He'll put a little time code on the screen so you can watch along with him. It should be a real good time. Join his Discord as well. You can go there and lots of fun people chatting, talking about the show, talking about other shit that John does that I don't give a shit about. But there are other people who do. So head over there and make some new friends. And come back Friday night for the Addams Family Values watch along. And then John will be back on Sunday as well, streaming Breath of the Wild, that Zelda game, which, again, I don't give an absolute shit about. But I will definitely be back next Tuesday with another episode of How You Been. And, folks, I really do appreciate everybody being here. I appreciate everybody throwing bits in the jar. I appreciate the donations, the gifted subscriptions. Because it really just makes it all worth it for me when I can afford to pay my guests. It's just really nice that you guys are all so cool about contributing and creating such a cool vibe, man. We have fucking fun, don't we? What else we see here? Brett, what's your favorite Thanksgiving movie? I see in the chat. Favorite Thanksgiving movie? List. Give me a list of 5 Thanksgiving movies in the chat, and I'll tell you which one's my favorite. Because the only one that I know offhand is the Addams Family Values movie. And this is a fun. I don't do too much of this interactive stuff. I should do more of this interactive stuff. That'd probably be fun, huh? Take more questions. Thanksgiving. Planes, Trains, Automobiles. Charlie Brown. Never seen Thanksgiving. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is a good one. House of Yes, no idea. Charlie Brown also. I think Charlie Brown is good too. Scent of a Woman. Is that a Thanksgiving one? I don't know. Maybe it is. I think Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, of those 5 that are listed, is probably my favorite. So we'll say that is Brett DeMott's favorite Thanksgiving movie is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. And folks, we'll end it on that. Thank you all so much for watching. Again, if you could throw a couple bucks in the donation pot, that'd be very much appreciated. If not, also totally cool if you could just come back next week. That's all I really ask, folks. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, as always, for chatting, for being so cool. Send me an email, howyoubeen@gmail.com, if you wanted to get read on the show. And we'll be back next week with another episode. Until then, Brett, out!